In this session 2 of problems on trains for quantitative aptitude, we will discuss more tricky questions which are essential for our competitive exams. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on future sessions. Let's continue our journey in mastering the train related questions with confidence and ease. Let's move to the questions which is a continuation for the session 1. We are going to memorize the synopsis which are already discussed in our session 1. However, it's very easier to discuss so that you have a better command such in the type of problems. In this, if you want to convert the speed from kilometer to meters per second, you have to directly multiply. These are the techniques which are already discussed in the session 1. Just I want to reiterate before going to the forward questions. You have to multiply directly with the 5 by 18 so that we can get the speed from kilometer per hour to meters per second. Likewise, if you want to convert from meters per second to kilometer per hour, you have to multiply directly with 18 by 5. Coming to the forward, the distance travelled by a train to cross a pole or a person is equal to the length of the train. That means the train is passing in this direction. If it is length is L, if it is crossing a person or pole here, the what may be the length, it is just equivalent to the length of the train, that is it is nothing but L. Coming to the distance travelled by the train when it crosses the platform, you have to add the length of the train with the length of the platform or any bridge it is been crossing. If the problem is given likewise, when two trains are travelling in opposite directions, that means one train is going in this direction and the second train is also going in the reverse direction. If the speed of the first train is v1 and the second speed is v2, the relative speeds will be total of v1 plus v2. That means if the trains are crossing in an opposite direction, you have to add the velocities. Likewise, even the distances also to be included in this such type of problems. Coming to the fourth one, if the two trains are traveling in the same direction, which are having v1 meters per second and v2 meters per second as the speed, what may be the relative speed? This is the v1 and this is the v2. The relative speed will be v1 minus v2. That means the higher will be the first one, second will be the, if it is v1 is higher, you have to deduct from v1 minus v2, higher v2 minus v1 be the relative speeds of that trains. We are moving to the forward. A train is having a length of 240 meters long, passes a pole in 24 seconds. How long will it take to pass a platform of 650 meters long? That means a train is going in a direction, it is crossing a platform 650 meters length. It is the time duration to cross the platform is 24 seconds. What is the length? What is the length as per the problem? What he has been asked? What is the time to cross the platform? In this problem, first of all, we have to check what is the length of the train. This is 240 meters given in the problem itself. That is L is the length of the train. The time duration to cross the platform is 24 seconds. That is T is equal to 24 seconds. What may be the speed? You have to speed calculate. Distance is equal to distance by time is equal to speed. I want to give you a simple solution likewise here. For getting this easily rememberable, you take is a D and this is S and this is T. You memorize as DST. If you want distance, you have to multiply with S into T. If you want speed, S is equivalent to D by T. Likewise, if you want time, it is D by S is be the formula for getting any of the three during such type of problems. In this problem, you are getting speed as 240 divided by 4. You are getting as 10 meters per second as the speed. What is the required time to cross the platform what we have to do, the in such type of problems, the length of the train has to pass the length of the platform also. That means the total length has to be derived by adding the length of the train as well as the length of the platform. That means 240 plus 650, and this is the length of the total length of the train as well as the platform, which is divided by the speed of the train. Then we will get the time, because as per the time, this formula, distance by speed is the, you will get the time. That's why 240 plus 650 divided by 10, that is you are getting 89 seconds time to cross the platform. Coming to the next question, a train is having a length of 360 meters, is running at the speed of 45 kilometers per hour. In what time it will cross a bridge of 140 meters? In such type of problems, first of all, you have to check out the units given in the problem. In such type, it is kilometers per hour given in speed, but in the answer it is given as in the seconds. Convert the speed into meters per second. You have to be more careful in such type of problems. As per the problem, the distance of train is given as 360 meters, that is the length of the train, and the speed given as 45 km/h. As per the synopsis, you might have seen that if you want to convert into the meters per second, you have to multiply with 5 by 18, which is discussed in the first page itself. You might have go in the front pages so that you have a better idea. If you are multiplying with 45 into 5 by 18, you will get 12.5 meters per second as the speed of the train. As per our synopsis, you might have seen that if a train crossing a platform bridge of 140 meters, that means the total distance the train has to travel is 360 plus 140. The total length will be 360 plus 140, that is 500 meters the train has to pass in this scenario. For this problem, what the problem has been asked as, what is the time required to cross the bridge of 140 meters long? Time is nothing but distance by speed. As per formula, the distance 500 already we have arrived. That is the total of the distance of the length of the train as well as the length of the bridge. That is 500 divided by 12.5. It is 40 seconds. Just I am giving a shortcuts in this problem. In such type of problem, just you add both of these. That is 360 plus 140. You will get directly 500. This is the length, that is the length divided by the time 45 km/h into 5 by 18. Directly you have to substitute this one, you will get the 40 seconds is the answer. But you have to be do such type of problems, you should be more careful with respect to units of speeds. Coming to the next one, a jogger is running at 9 kilometers per hour along a side of a railway track in 240 meters ahead of the engine. That means a train is passing like that. This is maybe the engine. He is walking along a side of at a distance of 240 meters. The jogger is doing, he is the jogger, he is doing jogging at a distance of 240 meters from the engine of the train. The length of the train is 120 meters and that it is running at a speed of 45 kilometers in the same direction. In how much time will train pass the jogger? In this problem, the jogger as well as the train are in the same direction. This is the jogger. The distance is the 240 meters in between the jogger and the train. They are both going in the same direction. In this type, the relative speed, what will be the relative speed? Already we have discussed, when both are moving in the same direction, the differential speed will be taken as the relative speed. That means 45 kilometers per hour given as the speed of the train and the speed of the jogger is 9 kilometers per hour. The difference of both is 45 minus 9 is, that is 36 km/h. But already I have told you, when the answer is given in seconds but you have arrived the speed in kilometers per hour, what you have to do, you have to convert it into meters per second. How will you convert the 36 meters kilometers per hour into 5 by 18? Directly gives as 10 meters per second as the speed of the relative speed of the both train as well as the jogger. The distance has to cover. The distance is, the train distance is 120 meters already given, and at the same time the track of railway track distance is 240 meters. The both has to cross by the train. That means the total will be 240 plus 120, it will be 360 meters. What will be the time taken? That is 360, sorry, this is 360 divided by 10, that means 36 seconds. The answer will be B. Coming to the next problem, two trains are moving in opposite direction. That means this train is moving in this direction and this train is moving in this direction. This has a speed of 60 kmph and this has a speed of 90 kmph. What will be our relative speed? Whenever they are moving in the opposite direction, you have to add both speeds. That means 60 plus 90 will be the relative speeds. Okay. But the length of the trains are 1.1 kilometer and 0.9 kilometer. That means the train length is 1.1 kilometer, this train, and coming to this train length is 0.9 kilometers. The time taken by the slower train to cross the faster train. Which will be the slower? This is a slower train. Sorry, this is a slower train because it is passing with a speed of 90 kmph. We are moving to the solution part. The relative speed, what I have told you, that is 60 plus 90, it becomes as a 150 kmph. Already the answer has been given in asked in a seconds. That's why what you have to do, just you have to convert it into meters per second. 150 into 5 by 18 gives the speed in meters per second. It will be, it is as converted as 125 by 3. What is the distance to be covered? The both trains are in when moving in the opposite direction. Just you have to add the distances also. D1 plus D2. D1 has given as 1.1 and D2 is 0.9. The both are added. Ultimately, the distance to be covered by the trains will be 2 kilometers. That is nothing but 2000 meters. How it is been arrived? 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1000 meters. Okay. What is the time required? That is nothing but the distance into the speed. 2000 into 3 by 120. Sorry, 2000 divided by 125 by 3. When it is converted into 2000 divided by 125 by 3, when it is cross multiplied, it is 3000 divided by 125. It becomes like that. The answer will be 48 seconds. The answer will be the D. Coming to the next question, a goods train runs at a speed of 72 km per hour and crosses a platform of 240 meters length in 26 seconds. What will be the length of the goods train? In this, you know the speed of the train, that is given as 72 kmph, and crosses the 250 meters length of platform. That is, the length of platform is 240 meters. What is the length of the train? That is being asked. As you know the formula, the distance is speed into time. As per the problem, the speed is 72 kmph has been given, which we are going to convert into meters per second by multiplying with 5 by 18. Ultimately, we will get as 20 meters per second as the speed of the train. What is the time duration to cross the platform? As per the problem, it is 26 seconds. That is, time is T is 26 seconds. That is being given in the problem. As per the problem, the train has to pass the platform of length of 250 meters. Yes, the train, you didn't know the length of the train. You consider it as a x. That means you are considering it as x. What will be the length to be crossed by the train? That is nothing but x plus 250. That means x plus 250 divided by the time is equivalent to, already you have arrived the speed, that is 20 meters per second, because the distance divided by time is nothing but the speed of the train, which is equivalent to 20. Ultimately, the x plus 250 will be 26 into 20, that is nothing but 520. Ultimately, the x will be 270 meters, which is the length of the train. We are moving to the final question. The 270 meter length of train is running at a speed of 120 kilometers per hour, crosses another train opposite in direction at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour in 9 seconds. What will be the length of the other train? In this problem, it is given that one train length has been given. He is asking the second train's length. In this, the both speeds has been given. This is the V1 and this is the V2. Both are running in the opposite direction. What will be the relative speed? That is 120 plus 80. It is 200 km per hour. What I have told you, to convert into the meters per second, you have to multiply with 5 by 18 constant factor, which is discussed in our synopsis. That is, you are getting 500 by 9 as meters per second as the speed in meters per second. You know the length of the first train, you didn't know the second length of the train. That's why what you will assume in the second train length, that is x. Then what will it become? X plus 270. The distance of first train as well as the second train divided by 9 is equal to why 9 it is placed here. The 9 is the 9 seconds. The problem itself, it is being given as this is the length divided by time. It is equal to, that is speed. The speed already you have arrived as 500 by 9. You might, this formula is most important. Then only you will get the problem. To understand the actual formula is the minimum criteria, because the distance divided by time gives the speed. The speed already you have arrived as 500 by 9. When you are cross multiplying this one, the 9 will be cancelled and x plus 270 is equal to 500. Ultimately x is nothing but 230 meters, which is the length of the second train. Thank you for watching. We will give the much more competitive spiritual questions in next videos. So please subscribe to get the much more active formulae. Thank you. Thanks again.